It's like Black Sabbath stuff, but it's just really heavy.
Ah. They from L.A.?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus.
They have this T-shirt, and it's like this scary woman in garters. And she's got like some rope around a guy's head or something. He's between her legs, and it says, "Smell the magic."
This is a band for one of MTV's shows, I'm sure. What's the thing on Sundays at midnight? Maybe they can get on it. Oh yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Only 3 people have ever seen it. 20 minutes is moving though. Revolutionary change.
Okay, Kurt.
Okay, we going?
We have speed?
Yep.
Okay. How's it feel to be back on stage? You know?
It feels great. It feels great. I mean, we've been, planning, this for ever since we started. We've been aiming at, we wanted our second major album. We wanted a headlining tour, and to do it right. And it feels great. We think we got all the pieces in the right place, and the morale is really high.
Yeah.
And actually, now that we're starting the tour, everybody's going to be starting to get in more shape while we're playing and stuff. Brought a trainer and everything, and just into doing our job we've set out to do our whole lives.
Is there a fundamental difference in what's going on in the band now that you have a completely new drummer and a keyboard player too? I mean, has it changed the music at all, or just the scope of the sound?
Well, Matt's really solid, and everybody in the band can rely on Matt's playing.
Yeah.
The drums are like your anchor, and he's definitely the strongest anchor we've ever had, and one of the best drummers that there are, I think, in the world. And because every show I'm more amazed by. I mean, the record is.
Somebody turn the light out on you. But they apologize. Oh.
The record's like Guns N' Roses.
Okay, we're rolling again.
Okay, so the records are really coming out, right? They'll definitely be upon us soon.
I'm actually going to be recording some stuff here to finish it up.
In Wisconsin?
Recording on the road, yeah.
Oh.
Finishing up, but we went through mastering of like 25 of the songs right before I left.
Yeah.
And we went through all the approval of lyrics and all that stuff, and the artwork's all coming together, and yeah, it's definitely coming out.
All right, good. Why did you decide to put it out as 2 separate records when, of course, it could have been a double gatefold spread, single album?
Well, on album form, on the Wax, it's 4 albums, because we wanted to have the deepest grooves and stuff for. Since vinyl's somewhat going out, we wanted to be one of the last bands doing the best job we could for, audio files and stuff. The deepest grooves and a minimal amount of time on each side. And figuring out the sequencing was really hard, trying to, to start each side and end each side with a cool song so it sounded like it began and ended right, resolved properly. And the CDs and the tapes being, 2 separate things, we were like going, well, a lot of kids and a lot of people, when they go to buy a record, they go to buy one, and they won't be able to, it's like, if there's a choice, well, I'd like to get Guns N' Roses, but it's $29.95,
right.
and this other band's $20. Oh, I'll get that one. We're like, maybe we can, get past that a little bit.
Pass there.
You can buy one or the other.
How does it sound better on CD or on vinyl?
I'm sure it will sound better on CD. We work to make it sound stronger on CD, but we're gonna, definitely work on the mastering to get the best sound we can on the vinyl. Everything gets as much attention as anything else. Every single song's got as much attention as any one song. Every little part, we're kind of perfectionists who never quite get it right, but.
Is there some sort of different concept for each of these records? I mean, is there a different mood for each one, or?
Well, I'd say the first half of the first CD is more in line with Appetite. It's all new songs. And the second half of the first CD has Coma and November Rain and The Garden. So some really experimental numbers for us. And then I'd say the first half of the second one is The South Will Rise Again. We didn't plan on that, but there's it's like Heaven's Door and Civil War and song Yesterdays and a song called Breakdown that definitely have a bit of a southern rock feel.
Wow.
That like I'd say Paradise City, like in the chorus, kind of has that, and Sweet Child kind of has that, and it ended up the best sequencing to make the record flow all the way through. We didn't plan on putting all those songs in that vein together, but to make the record flow all the way through, so if you wanted to listen to all of it, that's the best way. You know? And there'll be a version of Don't Cry on both records, one on the first one and one on the second. And the one on the first one is the newly recorded version of the original lyrics, and then the second one is the newly recorded version of alternative lyrics. They're kind of like 91 updates, got different words and melody in the verses, and it just kind of happened while I was recording the other one. We were like, I mean, and that's the song that, you know, basically is why one of the reasons we got signed. And people in LA that have been our fans since we started playing clubs were always bummed we never put it on record, but we were kind of trying to save what we considered one of our ace cards, because we didn't know if we'd sell 5 records, you know, or what.